Okay, guys, I'm gonna play you a clip and I want you to try and guess what is up with me.
Go away.
You eating a lemon?
I feel sick
How does it eating the lemon help though?
because it's sour. It doesn't like give me, it reduces the nausea. I would like eat a lemon than vomit.
What's with this?
It's lemon, darling.
What's wrong with your face? Is it nice? It's not nice. Do you want more?
I can't.
More?
Bucket. Bucket.
It's a jug.
No, it's a bucket.
It's a jug.
Jug.
That jug that Talia brought was for my vomit. And I'm sure you've guessed it right. We're pregnant. I'm expecting, guys.
Tabby? Tabby? Do you know why mummy is not feeling well? Why is mummy not feeling well?
Because of the baby's growing up.
Hey folks. As you can see, I look very unkept. I've got some stuff on my face. You're probably thinking, what is that? I've had some issues with bumps on the face and stuff like that. So just doing a bit of treatment and as a result, avoiding shaving for a bit. Hence why. So just look past that. Anyway, as you know, we are expecting, we're actually expecting twins in February by God's grace. My wife has been having symptoms which are a bit more stronger, if that's even right English to use, but let's just say she's having it worse than she has with the other two kids, for obvious reasons, because there's two coming at the same time. Hence the growth is rapid. So yeah, a lot of vomiting, feeling weak and stomach cramps as the womb stretches, that sort of thing. The kids, you probably have found that Tafa said because of the babies growing, they actually don't know there's two coming. Can't always trust kids with information. Because as soon as someone comes here, you'll be hearing them say, hey, mummy's pregnant with twins. So, yeah, they just think it's one baby, which is okay for now. So yeah, we're just basically looking to just document some of the things that you would see during this journey, which may not necessarily be the stuff you want to show, but I think that Christians always have to be prepared. We have a preparedness mindset, and as a result, we show these things so that people are prepared for whatever decision they're making, whether it be marriage or trying for kids and the rest of it. Our faith is what's keeping us and everything. She's at the 10-week mark, which means we need to take a lot of things easy. Issue is we've already booked a trip to Cyprus, which if we had this news beforehand, we would have probably not done. But yeah, we need to go and see our brother as well and our sister, Elvis and Rebecca Nage, who are out there as well. So anyway, we know that our faith in Christ, his sustainer right hand, and him who put those kids in there will sustain them to the very end. And as a result, we're going to Cyprus in a week.
Oh my gosh, his reaction was so dead. But I promise you guys, in real life, he was actually very excited.
So how did you find out it was twins?
Okay, so basically, I took a 3-day trip with my mother to the Netherlands, where I was born, to go visit. And I wasn't feeling very well when we went. So I came back and it got a bit better. And then one day I had these sharp pains in my stomach. So it just got worse and worse. I didn't know what it was. And then I told my husband. So he said, all right, we need to go to A&E. So he took me to A&E. It was like 2:00 in the morning. We went and then they did the urine test that they do. So they did the urine test and the woman looked at me and she was like, it's showing signs of pregnancy. So I looked at Richard and I was like, what? I don't remember how this happened. So obviously they took me to another part of the hospital to do a proper internal check. And when they did it, the woman just goes to us, do you have a big house? And initially I thought that question was quite intrusive. So I looked at Richard and I was like, what kind of question is that sort of thing? I didn't voice it out. I was thinking it in my head, but he knew the look. So then I just answered. I was like, yeah, kind of. And then she was like, well, you're going to need it because there's 2 in there. And the shock on our faces, honestly, I was so surprised. We couldn't believe it. What? 2 babies? Not 1, but 2. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Do you have twins in your family or your husband's family?
Well, no, none of us have. But these twins were actually the result of a prayer request.
What do you mean?
Well, everyone keeps on saying Maldivian babies, Maldivian babies. If you want twins, take your partner to Maldives. Actually, these twins were as a result of a prayer request. We actually asked God for it and he gave them to us. I think Richard's going to elaborate a bit more on this.
So this is the context. My wife, for the first 2 pregnancies, that is Tabitha and Talia, has had it very, very, very difficult. I must admit, as a guy, it's just been really difficult to see. So we made a decision that we're more or less going to try one last time because we really wanted a boy. But with that being said, there were never any guarantees that you're going to have a boy. So as a result of that, we decided that we're going to take it to God. We didn't want to have a child and then it's a girl and then go again and then it's a girl and then go again and be in that sort of scenario. So we decided, God, this is our prayer request to you as a couple. We want one last labor. So if on this earth you wanted us to have 3 kids or 4 kids or 5 kids, bring the rest of the 1 or the rest of the 2 or the rest of the 3 at the same time. And this was our prayer. And we had this prayer mutually. And as I said, my wife has been a very, very strong woman. So this last labor was what was fair in this relationship. So we went to God. I remember on the 20th of May, I went to our prayer clinic run by the Church of Pentecost in Dagenham. And I was literally going at God for an hour on this particular topic. In our devotions, this was what was dominating our devotions. So I had a dream. And in the dream, my wife called me into a hut, which was strange because we don't live in a hut, quite clearly. And when we went into the hut, she showed me 2 kids and they were both girls. So I remember coming out of the dream thinking, why wasn't I upset in the dream? Anyway, that went past. So when we actually went to the hospital and the lady said, there are 2 in there, straight away the dream came back and I said, God, not 2 girls. You know, I love children. I love my girls, but please just give me at least 1 boy.
How did you cope alongside working with the symptoms?
Well, we made a mutual decision for me not to work for the duration of the pregnancy because the symptoms were like out of this world. I was really struggling to cope. So yeah.
When are you planning on going back to work?
Are you joking me? I have 4 kids now. Have you lot deeped it? I've got 3 kids under the age of 3. I can't afford to go back to work anytime soon. Who's going to look after my kids? I mean, it is a cash loss, but we move.
Oh, how was your trip to Cyprus?
Oh, yeah, that. Well, we didn't go in the end. Our return flight got cancelled by BA's industrial action. Yeah, I'm sorry, Pastor Elvis and Sister Rebecca. Hey, guys. So today is the day we find out the sex of our babies. Going to the hospital now for a 20-week scan. How am I feeling? I am a bit nervous. You all know what we want because we've already got 2 girls. So ideally we're praying that we get 2 boys. But I mean, even if we get 1 boy.
Okay, so for me, this is a very, very big day. Day that I've been praying about for quite a while, really. So yeah, I'm really praying that we get at least one boy. If not, obviously, 2 boys, then it's evened out. And then the girls have little brothers to play with, which Tabitha prays for every single night. So yeah, it's mixed feelings really today. Slightly excited, slightly nervous, very hopeful, and also very confident, which I know it's also coming from the element of faith, for what we've prayed for actually being realized. So yeah, we're praying really to see what will happen. The main thing is obviously that the kids are healthy.
Guys, we got the news, but you're gonna have to wait and find out.
Can you tell us now what you had?
Okay, can we have a drum roll, please?
We had a girl and another child. That's a boy. Yeah.
And cut. Are you happy you had one boy?
Happy? Yeah. He's outnumbered, but he's at peace.
I'm honestly ecstatic, thankful to God, I'm thankful to my wife for her bravery and strength. I'm just grateful to God for those 2 bundles of joy and looking forward to a lifetime of fathering them.
How do you think the girls will respond to having siblings, especially a brother?
Well, just take a look at how they are with their baby cousin when he comes to stay over. Despite all the symptoms, it wasn't all bad. At least I got to have breakfast with my husband every Friday morning before he got to work. Cheers to being preggers. So that's it, guys, for this part. I will catch you lot in the next episode. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you guys soon. Stay blessed.